recipe is a bite-sized French dip with puff pastry that's a new twist on an old favorite. I've added mushrooms to enhance the beef flavor, and I'm using puff pastry instead of a traditional roll. The ingredients you're going to need are Worcestershire sauce, puff pastry, butter, mushrooms, garlic powder. I'm using beefy onion soup mix, our roast beef, cheese, fresh parsley, and beef broth. Okay, we're going to start at the stove. I'm going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. And that's for cooking the mushrooms. I added mushrooms because Mark loves mushrooms. And I think they make a great addition to this recipe. So you pick your favorite mushrooms. If you're adding it, this is optional. You don't have to. And I don't cook with mushrooms very often because I don't like them.
But I love them.
But Mark loves them. So I try and accommodate sometimes.
And you're awesome.
I am awesome.
You're the best wife ever.
Oh my gosh.
And you're nailing it.
All right, I've got my mushrooms cooling in my pan. And like I say, those are optional. But we're going to start with our roast beef, which Mark picked out. This is from the deli. This is 1 pound.
I recommend getting it shaved.
Okay. And why is that?
Because it's not thick hunks when you're biting into it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. So there's your roast beef. And we wanted this to be thick. We wanted to have plenty. So I'm kind of moving it around a little bit.
Thick meaning tall.
Right.
Not thick cut.
Right, exactly. You are correct. Okay, here's our cheese. Now, we are not fans of Swiss cheese, so we changed it to white cheddar. And even though I give you measurements always in the recipes, use as much or as little as you want. This is your recipe. You're going to be eating it. Make it to suit your needs. Okay. Okay. All right, I'll put this aside for just 1 second. Butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. Here's our garlic powder. Our beefy onion soup mix. And Worcestershire sauce. Gonna mix that up. So you will not need any salt in this recipe. There's a lot in that beefy onion soup mix. There's a lot of salt. Maybe if you want to add pepper, you could do that. Okay, now I'm gonna pour this on top. Okay. And I've let it sit at room temperature. I'm not going to roll it out. I might not need to cut it. I was thinking I would need to cut that, but I don't think so.
You don't need to.
I think it's perfect just like that. And I have the oven preheating to 375. So I'm going to leave it just like this. We'll see what happens. This is a test. We tried a different kind of pastry. We weren't happy with it. I think this is going to be much better. Okay, I'm ready to put it in my 375-degree oven. That was so easy. Okay. Oh, I better set my timer. It says 15 to 20 minutes, but you're going to have to watch it because I haven't cooked it with the puff pastry before. So now we're going to have to wait. Okay, that was 20 minutes. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's kind of cool. me straighten that out there. Okay. I also have the beef broth warming in the pot back here. So we're going to serve that on the side. You ready to try French dip squares?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm starving.
And French dip is one of my ultimate favorite comfort foods.
It is. I'd never had it before till I met Mark.
There's a little restaurant here in Florida outside of Orlando that I went into decades ago. And I said, hey, what's good on the recipe? Or what's good on the menu? And they said, French dip with American. And I ordered it and never had anything else to eat in that restaurant but the French dip with American.
That's true.
It was so good.
It was good. This is really good. I like this. Now, I definitely would say after it comes out of the oven, you got to let it sit at least 10 minutes before you cut it. Because I didn't do that. I didn't give it enough time. Some of it started to fall apart, but now it's better.
This is great. So, a couple things that we learned in the test kitchen before we made this. We got the roast beef sliced too thick at the grocery store the first time. So this time we got it shaved. We had gotten it thin or very thin, but it was still too much to bite through. The second thing we did was we put puff pastry on the bottom.
Right. No, it wasn't puff pastry. It was crescent rolls, which is what the original recipe had that I found online. It said crescent rolls on the bottom and on the top. Well, I didn't see a need for it on the bottom, but I did it. And then the top, nothing really happened outside of it got browned. It didn't puff or anything. It wasn't very appealing.
But it got all wet on the bottom.
Yeah,
it was a mushy mess. So this time, nothing on the bottom.
Nothing on the bottom.
Which I highly recommend because this came out great. And this puff pastry?
Yeah.
Puff pastry. Way better than the crescent roll.
I think so too.
And you know, French dip's typically on a roll. So
right.
This is a little different and nice.
Yeah, and it was easy. And it was fast.
Nice change.
And the beef broth for dipping, if you want to dip, it's up to you. I don't really dip it.
I don't know how you would.
Yeah, you couldn't
like
pick it up.
And bread, but
yeah. Or you could pour it if you wanted to. You want any?
No.
No? Okay.
I think it's perfect.
Okay, I think so too.
I like the mushrooms. Never had a French dip with mushrooms in it, but we had mushrooms left over from a different recipe.
Right. So I didn't want them to go to waste, and I know Mark loves mushrooms.
I do.
So, well, thanks so much for watching. We hope you like this video because this is delicious. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Wonderful. Does a new video come out every Sunday?
Yeah, a new video every Sunday. That's right. You can take those.